From the Toffees to the Tractor Boys, the Eagles to the Seagulls, Gunners, Bees, Hammers and Magpies, Premier League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Let's start with Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were two local toffee shops. Ye Ancient Everton Toffee House and Mother Noblet's Toffee Shop were big fan favourites. Next, they say if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and that's exactly what Ipswich Town did when it came to their nickname. The term Tractor Boys used to be chanted by their opponents as a way of putting the team down for their farming background. But during one game back in the late 90s, Ipswich were 1-0 up and they decided to flip the script. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, they sang, and a new nickname was born. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire's also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Next up, turns out apples are not the only fruit that don't fall far from the tree. Bournemouth's nickname, the Cherries, comes from the fact the club's stadium was originally built right next to a bunch of cherry orchards. This next story actually involves two club nicknames. It started with Crystal Palace. They were having an absolute nightmare run back in the early 70s. They'd been relegated after a terrible spell and manager Malcolm Allison decided enough was enough. He wanted a new nickname, something strong, fast and destined for success. Something exactly like an eagle. But there's more to this one. Brighton were in search of a nickname too, and Palace finally gave them what they needed. In a heated match between the two back in 1976, Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles." And some clever Brighton fans came up with the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." Not all club nicknames have a crazy story though. Take the Gunners. That just comes from the fact a group of munitions workers in the Royal Arsenal factory in Woolwich set up the club in 1886. On the flip side, some nicknames seem simple, but there's a bit more to them. Like West Ham. The Hammers is actually nothing to do with the ham part of the name. It comes from the fact the club used to be called Thames Ironworks FC and was made up of workmen and shipbuilders. So next time the away end's chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
Welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm Jamie Haaaaas. Alongside me again, former Liverpool striker Dean Saunders.
Evening.
Liverpool got pumped again against Palace. What is Arne Slot doing? That starting lineup.
Number 3.
Surely you need to go and get a win and get it under your belt. 6 out of 7. What is going on there? 03 717 22 33 44. I think he's mugged the fans off who've turned up to watch that tonight. Spurs. Disappointing again, awful performance. 2. Don't look like we can score unless it's a set piece. You can have your say on that. Elsewhere, Arsenal, they win again. Another clean sheet. It's getting ridiculous. Wolves, they lose again as well. Chelsea almost gave them a chance, but they've gone through. Plenty of other cup action to get through tonight. We'll get the latest on Martin O'Neill's return in the dugout at Celtic. He's had a good start. Oh, God, here we go. 03 717 22 33 44.
Crystal Palace lead here at Anfield. It's Ismail Assar rifling one in, left-footed into the bottom right-hand corner.
There's nothing, no real good goal action from Liverpool.
Assar, chance for 2. He's taken it brilliantly. And Liverpool stare down the barrel of a 5th successive defeat against English opposition for the first time since 1953. Oh, it's a terrible pass back. Error strewn from Mallow, and he's off. And he's found it, slotting it beautifully into the bottom right-hand corner. The icing on Palace's considerable cake. They lead 3-0 at Anfield.
Shambles of a night for Arne Slot and his team. Dino's alongside me. Dino, you said it before, mate. What was that lineup?
Well, he's asking for trouble picking a team like that. Straight away, as soon as I seen the team, two thoughts come in my head. You're either trying to get out of the cup or looking forward the next 5 games. Villa at home, Madrid at home, Real Madrid, Man City, Forest and PSV. So he's either looking ahead at the next 5 games thinking that's what matters. But
come on,
when you pick a team like that as a manager, it sends a message out.
I've got to wait there because the Moose is at the Emirates with Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta.
Yes, Mikel, first of all, thanks for joining us live on talkSPORT. Got away with the first half whereby Brighton tested you, and in the second half you showed what at the moment your team is all about.
Yes, it's a very special night for many reasons. First of all, because we won, we're in the quarterfinals, we made 10 changes, players that had never played together before. We got away in the first half with some very sloppy giveaways. Kepa made a brilliant save, and we have to defend open spaces twice. After that, as you said, I think the team got more control, more dominance. We started to generate chances, scored 2 great goals, and then we had the debut of Max as a starter, I think the youngest ever for the club. Andre as well making his debut, 2 academy graduates scoring the 2 goals and winning the game. So overall, a special evening.
If I can come to Saka and Wanyeri in a moment. So Max Dowman at 15. First of all, what were you doing at 15?
At 15, I was in Barcelona playing for the under-18s, I think.
Oh, so you were pretty good then.
So, no, but imagine the difference. It's incredible. He does it in a really natural way. He's courage, he's brave. He takes people on straight away. It's like he's playing in his garden. You know, it's something very rare to see. So let's look after him because we have a huge talent there.
Absolutely. Max Dowman is a star for the future. Wanyeri and certainly Bukayo Saka stars for now. And you still rely a lot on Bukayo Saka, don't you? We saw that in the 20 minutes he came on and scored.
Yeah, he made a difference. That's why he's the player that he is for us. But everybody, I think the fact that everybody feels that they have a chance to play and play important roles in the team, and whenever we need them, they are coming in and make an impact off the bench as well. It's a great thing to have.
So I won't see you again before November. So you're top of the league flying in the Champions League, quarterfinals of the League Cup. What are you going to win this season? How much silverware are you going to have on that bus at the end of the season?
Leave the present. We have a good moment right now, and that's it. Now prepare for Bentley. We know how tough that one is going to be, and go day by day. That's it.
Cheers, Mikel. Thank you.
Mikel, how important was it tonight?
Yeah, Mikel Arteta there with a Moose. We'll talk about Arsenal, obviously, as a decent result, but Liverpool is a talking point tonight, Dino.
Yeah.
He threw the towel in.
Well, the bench tells me everything. Normally, you look at what Arteta done. He had the bench stocked up just in case it's going wrong.
Yeah.
And Jurgen Klopp done this against Wolves a few years back. But normally, he'll have Salah on the bench, or the best players are sitting there. And if it starts going wrong, you can put it right. You can have a go at putting it right.
Yeah.
The argument then is, why don't you just start with them and get in front and bring them off? But Palace are a good team.
Yeah.
And you're basically playing the under-23 team against Crystal Palace. And obviously McAllister, Endo, Chiesa played, but they were punchless.
Players, but
it sends a message out to the group. Ooh, what's the team the Gaffer's picked here? He obviously thinks we can win with the youth team. So the group just go, that's a bit strange. Then the fans go, what's that team he's picked? Then the opposition go, ooh, we've got a chance here. Look at the team he's put out. And the whole thing goes pear-shaped, and it has. So he's going to take some stick for it. And
he's putting himself under pressure with the teams he's picking.
A couple more defeats, and this game will come they'll throw this game at him. What have you done there?
Yeah.
But why he never had some ammunition on the bench, I don't know, because when you've got kids out there in front of all them people, big crowd, and they're fighting for their lives, trying to play against proper, experienced Crystal Palace footballers. If this going wrong, at least you can put them on, and you don't get battered.
Yeah.
They got battered.
They got battered.
Punchless.
They got pumped.
Yeah. And he couldn't change it. He was bringing kids on, and then the poor lad comes on. Lucky, he's got 2 red cards now. First one he was on for 4 minutes, and then he's been on for 12 minutes. and got 2. That's got to be a world record. It's not funny because the poor lad, he's going to have a
To be fair,
great
Gomez
career.
kills him with a pass.
Yeah.
He brings him
Yeah.
down and he gets caught. And it is what it is. The game was over anyway.
You try and get some positives out the game. A lot of young lads on show. Inga Moa played well. I thought the right back played well. Morrison, decent player. Endo, Chiesa and McAllister got a run out. Robertson got a run out. Kirkes was the only player.
Say you get run out. Look, he's thrown in the towel tonight. I think I have to say, I look at it and go, right, look, they're meant to be building some super team here, right? And it ain't a super team right now. He spent 500 million quid. He broke the transfer record twice, and he's put a kids team out in the Carabao Cup. Now, I remember when Jurgen Klopp was there. We had 100% Mo phoning us up all the time saying we're going to do the quad, and we'd laugh at him. But they get to the latter stages of pretty much every competition.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going out, bit of a whimper. You're at home. All right, Palace are a good side, but you're at home.
Well, go back further than Jurgen Klopp.
About.
Go back further than Jurgen Klopp. Ian Rush has won 5 League Cups for Liverpool. They obviously played a strong team and tried to win everything. He's won
5.
European Cups, FA Cups, and he's won 5 League Cup winners. They played
5.
the strongest team. What's that he's putting on in number 5?
Number 5.
What is it? Is it just in my ears or yours? Can you hear number 5?
I don't know what you're
Number
on about.
5.
I don't know what you're on about, Dave.
He's obviously taking the mick out of me, is he?
Number 5.
It's obviously. But, yeah, I don't get it. And the argument from the fans will be, hang on a minute, you spent £500 million on your squad. You've got a squad where you can't get everybody on the pitch. They're queuing up on the bench. Wasn't it a chance to give some of them a game tonight? Some of the first, or get them on and bring them off. Get in front and bring them off.
Yeah, well, it's a mess. Let's go to some Liverpool fans. A lot of you are not happy. Let's go to Andy. He's a Liverpool fan, right, Andy?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, guys. How are you both? You okay?
Well, I mean, how are you feeling? I mean, look, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm annoyed tonight, but ours was a tough fixture away from home. But look,
Jamie, mate, I've been. Do you know what? I've been calling in for a while now. Even at the back end of last, well, to be honest, even halfway through the end of last season, just to say, like, we had to be really careful even last season because we were so lucky that we were playing just technical, boring, slow, 5-yard pass football, and we got away with it. And then this season, we've been found out we are just appalling. We need to get Arne Slot out because he is absolutely murdering the legacy.
Arne Slot out? You want him out?
Get him out. Get Arne Slot out. He is killing this club.
Wow.
Honestly, the guy has not got a clue. Honestly, firstly,
we had a clue last season when you won the league.
Mate, I was saying last season that we had to be really careful because the way he was playing, there was like. Jurgen Klopp brought success. I know I shouldn't compare, but I'm gonna. But Jurgen Klopp brought emotion, passion, and hard work to Liverpool. Not just we won the league on hard work. If you looked at the midfield that we had when we won the league, they weren't technically the best players at all. You know, Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, those players, they were good players. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, comparing to like Man City's midfield, technically they weren't as good. But what they did have was energy, passion, drive. They put the graft in. But this season, like, forget today's game because we put out, you know, whatever that was.
Andy, do you know what's an incredible stat? When Liverpool won the league last year, they beat Spurs, didn't they? And won the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was 4 players started at the weekend from that team. That's how many changes there's been.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Like you had a winning formula last season. You had that, and don't get me wrong. I know you want to bring your own stamp on things, but you don't just rip the whole winning formula out in one go. You do it drip by bit. You know, we've just turned into we've tried to do this whole Galactico thing of just buy every player just because we think we've got the money, and you can see Arne Slot has not got a clue. Every week it's a different team. But every team we put out, we play these 5-yard passes. Dean, you probably saw that when you watched the game today, and you've probably seen it all season. But he talks about the playing with this double pivot. But every time our back four has got the ball, one player is stood in front of them. Everybody else is just occupying space somewhere else on the pitch, and we cannot play through the lines.
Well, so Andy, Liverpool had wide receivers, which were Salah and Diaz, who will run without the ball. Nunez will run without the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Van Dijk used to ping that ball to Salah. He stopped doing it. He's not doing it like he was doing it before. Obviously, you've lost Trent's range of passing, disguise passing as well. But just to make you realise, because I don't think people realise, the players who've left the club from last season, Trent, Elliott, Quansah, Robbo's not playing, left back, Diaz, Nunez, Kelleher, Tsimikas has gone. There's a few others. Who else has gone? Jota, obviously, tragically gone. But all in place for me. I wouldn't let any of them go.
Yeah. They're all top quality players, and like you say, we've let them go so we could buy in these sort of players that are going to sell the T-shirts and things. And literally, the only one that you can really think about that's actually hit the ground running is Ekitike, and he's been dropped to put Isak on the pitch. And you're just thinking, what on earth is going on in like this? The mentality. Why is our mentality switched? You know, Arne Slot, you're the one in control of putting the players out on the pitch. You're the one who's supposed to be getting these players ready, getting these players organised, but also getting these players getting ready to play with passion. I'm telling you now, Jurgen Klopp would absolutely not have let these players go out at the start of this season with what happened to Jota and play like this. They would be playing with so much passion and emotion, and yet what we're playing with is just dead energy. And
Andy, you're the first person that's rung up, right? You're the first person I've heard saying it for about 6 months. Hard work. That's gone out, like that word has sort of got this high press now, or get through the press, or pressed well. How about basic hard work?
Yeah.
Which
absolutely.
Liverpool's front three, even when Mane was there, Firmino and Salah, the front three, you had to get past them three who worked their socks off. They all sprint. So the first message that needs to go into Gakpo, Ekitike, Isak, Salah. By the way, have you four stopped sprinting? They never played tonight, so I'm not having a go at them tonight. Just in general, it has to be pumped into them that comes first. We sign talented players who work hard, and you sprint, you get your foot in, and you make it difficult for them to come out against you.
They've gone away from that.
And you know what, Dean? Sorry, Jamie, to interrupt you there, mate. But like, Gravenberch is a great on-the-ball player, right? But other than that, he doesn't offer much. Gakpo, the only thing he does is gets the ball on the left-hand side, cuts on his right foot, whips it in. That's all. There's nothing else that's offered. When Gravenberch was brought in, he didn't get a sniff in the team, and we brought in Endo because we needed somebody who could actually anchor and play off the ball and defend off the ball in the midfield. Because, like you said, we had a great front three in Diaz, Nunez, or Jota, bless him, and Salah, who, like, as you say, could do the hard work. If you got past them, then you had Szoboszlai, and then Endo, a quality little terrier player, and McAllister, who was one of those who was great on the ball. And then once you got past all of that, then you got to Konate, Van Dijk, and Robbo. I don't put Trent in there because he couldn't defend, but he did all right every now and again. But
don't get away from the fact
when Trent played for England, there was no wide receivers, and he got the blame. Trent's like a quarterback.
Yeah,
he can. If you make a run, it's Tom Brady, the equivalent. He'll find you over the top of somebody. Trent could find you, but now they haven't got wide receivers.
Andy, thanks for calling. I'm going to go to Lee. He's a Liverpool fan. Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, you all right?
Lee, what's going on, mate? This is a disaster class.
I think you've hit nail on head when the show started. That what is Arne Slot doing tonight? I mean, you've got fans there. They're working hard. They're paying a lot of money. We've drove down, travelled quite far tonight. When we nearly got there, we heard the team mentioned. Honestly, we nearly turned around. It's just a joke. It's ridiculous.
How much do you pay to get in, by the way? How much is it to get in? How much is it to get in the ground tonight, League Cup?
You're looking at least £40, £50 to get in tonight. Then obviously you've got your travel costs and things like that.
Yeah.
But my main issue for me is, especially with the Carabao Cup, you're getting a lot of fans that they only have that opportunity to go to the game. And do they not care about the fans, these managers that are just...
Wow.
I mean, I understand resting players. Every team rests players in the Carabao Cup, and that's fine.
Yeah, but tonight was ridiculous. He threw the towel in, mate. The bench as well was a disgrace. As Dean makes a good point, Lee. Like, you can rotate and you can almost say, right, we're going to give some young lads a chance, get them some experience. So I can almost understand that. But you have Salah on the bench. Do you know what I mean? You have your best players on the bench to say, you know what? If it's 0-0 or the game's getting away from us a little bit, I'll bring on the big guns and we might win it or we might nick it or we won't embarrass ourselves. But
exactly,
embarrass yourselves tonight. And 6 out of 7. It's getting a little bit. This is getting a little bit ridiculous now.
I'm reluctant to have a go at him, Ginny, because I've been a manager and I know how hard it is, and I don't know what's going through his head. He's probably thinking about the games coming up; they're more important. But I'm on talkSPORT. I'm getting paid to give my opinion, so I'm going to have to criticise him, and I think he deserves it.
Lee, we've had the first one come on and say he wants him out.
I won't go that far. That's going a bit far, a bit like his team selection. But I definitely won't call for his head yet. But I think he does need to take a look. Some of the selections he's making, I don't think the fans agree totally at all. And like I said, there's a lot of fans there that have come tonight. Probably their only chance to go watch a Liverpool game, with it being the Carabao Cup.
You've watched the reserve team play.
Well, if they beat
we haven't even
Villa,
watched the reserve. We've not even watched the reserve, Jamie. We've watched the kids. That if Crystal Palace can afford to put a half-decent side out, how can Liverpool FC not put a half-decent side out?
I agree with you.
It's
disrespectful. No, I think he's been disrespectful.
If they beat Villa in the next game, he was right. It's the only way you can make it amends. If they get beat by Villa, then it's coming on top of it.
He still need a result. Like Liverpool need a result.
But if he plays a completely different team against Villa and they win, then
I know, but Klopp would rock up.
He can explain.
Klopp would rock up and want to win both of the games. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, he's been guilty of it as well. At Wolves away, he left out. They got knocked out at the League Cup.
Mate, I remember when Jurgen Klopp was in charge, when his team was cooking, right? When Liverpool were Liverpool, they're getting latter stages of every tournament, mate. Every tournament.
I played in the League Cup final for Aston Villa against Man United. Probably one of the best 3 days in my career.
Yeah.
So I look at the League Cup as a big trophy to win.
I've won the League Cup. It's amazing.
There we go.
It's a great trophy.
Yeah. To get to the final at Wembley.
Tonight, you're in the quarter-final.
There's 8 left. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You could you get another home draw, and all of a sudden you're in the semi-final, and then it's worth winning. You're at Wembley. Do you know? And you look at it and you go, "Come on, lads! Like, I need a bit more from you. I need a bit more from the manager." Like Liverpool right now, the fans must be thinking, "What's going on here?" Spent a fortune, and that's what we're putting out.
Football management is just finding a formula to get results, and sometimes you stumble upon it, and sometimes you make it happen. And at the moment, he's struggling to find the formula because he's got too many ingredients. Actually, he signed too many players who want to run forward and don't want to run back.
Tonight. Same scenario. Arsenal in the same. They got Brighton, Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Right, same scenario. Arsenal. They made some changes. Saka comes on, scores.
Rice, come on.
Do you know what I mean? He brings on big players, gives them 20 minutes, half hour. Go and stretch your legs, lads. Go and enjoy yourselves. Get something for the team. And then that quality comes on the pitch, and everyone there goes, "Oh, Saka's on the pitch. We want to go and win the game." You know, Liverpool tonight.
The argument the other way would be if Salah played tonight and pulled his hamstring, they go, "Why is he playing in the game right now?"
I know, but these are elite athletes. Do you know what I mean, Dean? Like, you can't just constantly wrap people up in cotton wool. They've done that with Isak. He's got injured anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You got to let these players play.
Yeah, and fans out there will be saying, "You spent $500 million on the squad. Surely you can put a better team than that out." Because you're trying to win everything. When you spend $500 million, you're trying to win the Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, World Club Championships, and the League Cup. You're trying to win it all.
Yeah, well, they ain't going to do nothing with that team, that's for sure. Let's go to Nicky, who's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Paul. You okay?
Yeah, Arne Slot. What are you saying about him right now?
He's out of his depth, mate.
He's out of his depth?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We're not going to win the Premiership. Let's get it right. We're not. We're 7 points behind Arsenal. So we're not going to win it. So why don't you play Saunders squad tonight and get to another round of the cup? The only guys he played on the team was McCarthy and Robinson. That's it. Put all the kids out. And
some of the squad numbers, mate, it looks like bingo.
So the team came out today, so we're going to get beat tonight. We're going to get beat. Went to the pub, a good bunch. After half time, so we were 2-0 down. I thought, I'm going home. It's ridiculous. He's out of his depth, mate.
I don't know if you can say he's out of his depth. He won the Premier League. He's getting it all wrong. I have to say that I think he's getting it all wrong. Like tonight, I look at it. Tonight, Nicky, I look at it and go, "You got to put half decent team out. You've been in bad form. You need the fans on side. You need a bit of, momentum, a bit of energy in the crowd, a bit of something. And you look and you get that performance, you get that result. And, all right, look, you got Aston Villa at the weekend. It's a massive... You lose that, all of a sudden, people are going, hold on a minute, what is going on here? This is embarrassing. At the Cup, we're losing, I'll just see a stat. It's the first time you've lost 5 domestic games on the bounce since 1953.
I think my dad was playing then.
1953?
I think my dad played in that game.
Come on. You spent half a billion.
Well, in my opinion, we should have bought his didn't need him. So the defender from Palace, which he should have had, we never got. But he just played the same team every week. He plays the wrong players. So my best the way we are at the moment, Liverpool.
Do you want him out, Nicky? Do you want Arne Slot to go? Would you sack him?
You can't.
If you lose at the weekend, yeah. Yeah.
If he loses at the weekend. All right, Nick, thanks for your call. Get your calls in, Liverpool fans. Obviously, you can have your say tonight. 6 defeats in 7, and you're starting to turn on Arne Slot. Spurs as well. They are out of the cup. They lose 2-0 to Newcastle. Went out with a whimper, to be honest. Poor performance. We'll get into that as well. We've got David Bentley coming on at 11. I'm sure we'll talk about Tottenham with him. Have your say, though. 03 717 22 3344. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy and Dean Saunders. Reminder, talkSPORT is now on your smart TV. Just grab the app, the Android TV or Google TV. We're even on Prime Video. talkSPORT live on your screen as well as your speakers. We're going to be joined by former Premier League midfielder David Bentley later on in the show. The story of the night, though, of course, Liverpool lost 6 out of 7. They got beat 3-0 at home to Crystal Palace. He put a really young side out. Jim Proudfoot was watching for talkSPORT and is alongside Liverpool gaffer Arne Slot right now.
Yes, I'm joining the tunnel here at Anfield by Arne Slot. Arne, thank you very much indeed for your time. Always appreciated. First of all, can you just talk about the rationale of the team that was picked tonight? Did you feel that you had any option in naming the kind of 11 that you did?
Yeah, of course. You have every option where you can choose from, but reality is also that there are probably a lot of reasons why we haven't won, why we've lost 5 out of 6. None of them are enough to make up for the fact that we've lost so many. But it's also clear that in the last few weeks we always had to play 2 days after we played our last game, after a difficult away game in Europe. So when we did that, we've lost Alexander Isak. The last League Cup game we played, we lost Giovanni Leone. And we got a red card with Hugo Ekitike. Now, if you look at the upcoming week that's coming up, that is going to be a big week for us, for the club, for everyone. Then we need as much players available for that game as we can. And now you could see today with the lineup I had to make, I only rested the players that have played mainly in the last week. And then this is the lineup you get. So that shows you that we already have a few injuries. And with a big week coming up, this felt, for me, the best choice. And combined with that this club has always chosen in the League Cup to give playing time to their young academy players as well. And that's what we did again tonight.
Notwithstanding the fact that you have made a lot of changes today, it is another defeat and a disappointing second half performance. Does that add to the pressure? Do you feel that for the big games that are coming up, there's a danger that you will be playing the situation now as well as the opposition on the back of 6 defeats and 7?
I don't think there's a big difference between 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7. Both are not acceptable at a club like Liverpool. So yeah, if it's 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7, both is far from the standards we want. So we all knew, even if we didn't have to play this game tonight, that the upcoming week is a big week for us, where we again face 3 strong teams in 8 days. That's the positive thing maybe now, where we usually play in 7 days, which has not been really in our favor. Now we at least have 8 days for these 3 games, with a squad that has his issues when it comes to fitness. A few players being out, a few players still finding their way to be able to play 3 times in a row at Premier League and Champions League level, which is not a surprise to anyone at the club, because we knew this when we brought them in from different leagues. But yeah, now first of all we need to be ready for Aston Villa.
Yeah, Arne Slot there speaking after the game. He threw the towel in, he, tonight. With the team selection, he's moaning, he's saying injuries and obviously big games coming up, but I don't know how Liverpool fans will take it, that they just keep getting beaten tonight. I mean, that team, I think you can put a stronger side out for me.
Well, at least he was honest and he gave a reason. So his reason was, we're getting injuries because after European games, we've only got a couple of days and we've had injuries every time we've done it. So I'm not going into these next 3 games with anybody getting injured. That's what he said. But there's only, who's injured? Isaac, Gravenberch and Alisson.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is injured.
Well, I can find out. Frimpong. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one.
So, I mean, look, they've got a few players out, but they've still got a decent squad.
Yeah, and don't forget, they've let go the people I've named: Tsimikas, Kelleher, Nunez, Diaz, Trent.
You keep mentioning them, but they're gone. Yeah, that's irrelevant now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's 8 of them gone. So I want to let any of the 8 go.
Yeah, but
and you're left with a team like that on a Wednesday night against Crystal Palace in the League Cup when there's only 8 teams left in it and you got a chance of winning it. And he's more or less said, "I've chucked the game there
right,
because it's more important." Aston Villa.
Let's go to Kane. He's a Liverpool fan, right, Kane?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kane.
Kane, what's going on? I mean, look, you've heard obviously your manager speak there. He threw the towel in tonight. He waved the white flag. You don't want to be in it. I just don't know if that's acceptable. Is it for Liverpool?
It is absolutely not acceptable. Like, what is going on with that team selection? For being on the run that we've been on of losses, to then go out and put on that team selection against a strong Crystal Palace team. You know, Crystal Palace have only lost once or twice or something in the last 20-odd matches, won a couple of trophies on the up. To go and put on first of all, to pick a team like that against Palace, and then to come. Listen, I was on hold there while I was listening to your interview with Arne Slot after the match, and that was embarrassing. I just felt embarrassed.
Ignore that violin, by the way. It's Jamie. Look, don't worry. Spurs have got hammered again. It's his turn soon. Carry on. What were you saying? Carry on.
Do you know what? It's getting to the stage where it's like last year, unbelievable. Very proud of everything we've done. You know, when we lost Jurgen, we thought it was going to be a couple of years of, you know, transition or whatever. But listen, Arnie's done a great job last year, but that was Jurgen's team. This year, he had made his own transfers. He's done his own thing. This is more like his team. And I think it's shown that he's not up to it. He's not up to it.
You want him out? You want him gone?
Yes. He's not up to it. It's as simple as that. It's been proven that he is not up to the task. Now, listen, we have went through at the start of the season, it was all getting pushed to the side. Nobody was worrying about anything because we were scraping wins. We were doing what Man United used to do back in the day. Everybody's going, oh, we haven't got into second gear, blah, blah, blah. And yes, it was okay, but the signs were there.
Well, letting a lot of goals in. That's the difference.
Yeah. Look, Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk, right? Last season, getting their contracts was the biggest thing for us. It was all we really cared about. We knew what was going to happen with Trent. Trent was gone. I don't want to go down that road. But as long as we got Virgil and we got Mo, we were going to be okay. But we're like, not talking about tonight, but where have they been this season? Where's the leaders in this team?
Well, you know, Salah's getting a bit of stick, right? He scored a great goal the other day. But if I'm Salah and I'm looking across the pitch, I'm thinking, right, I used to play with Mane and Diaz and Firmino. They've gone. I look behind me. I used to play with Trent. He's gone. Midfield, I had Henderson behind me. And last year, Slobbersley, McAllister and Gravenberch, workers who would fill in for me. Who's going to put me in on goal?
Well, Foreign Verts, we just spent 120 million on.
And he's not putting him in.
Szoboszlai.
Not putting him in. Salah, we used to Salah going through on the keeper. When's the last time you've seen Salah one-on-one with a keeper? And I'm not like trying to defend him fully because some of the games he's not played really well. But there's reasons for it. Salah averaged 17 touches in the opposition's box most weeks. That was his average. He's averaging 4 at the minute.
Number 4.
Well done. And he's a Liverpool fan, the producer, who keeps putting these violins on, by the way. Should be ashamed of himself.
He's a Fulham fan.
He's not. He's a Liverpool fan.
He's a Fulham fan. Right, I'll tell you what we have got. The Carabao Cup quarter-final draw. Liverpool would have gone out anyway because Arsenal have got Palace. So that could have been Arsenal-Liverpool, which would have been a belter. But Arsenal v Palace, Cardiff v Chelsea. Chelsea have had a touch there. Man City v Brentford. And Newcastle at home again versus Fulham. That is the quarter-final ties. Penciled in for the week commencing Monday, December 15th. So that is the quarter-final draw.
Biggest game, Cardiff, Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, look, fair play.
League One.
Yeah, Cardiff done all right. Beat Wrexham. You know, Wrexham will be gutted there.
They played well, by the way, Cardiff. I watched the game last night.
Chelsea will be looking at going, that's the best result for them, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. By the way, just to mention it, there's a player there, Colwell, last night. He's in the Welsh squad, in and out of it. Craig Bellamy must have been impressed with him last night. He looks like a class act. He needs to be playing higher up for me. But Arsenal Palace is probably the game that everybody will want to watch. If they were all on at the same time, you'd watch the Arsenal game, wouldn't you?
No.
Which one would you watch then?
Cardiff Chelsea.
Would you?
Actually,
what, is that just because you're bitter and twisted towards Arsenal?
No, I'm just... I probably wouldn't watch any of them. Whooping.
Well, by the way, you used to be in Arsenal's academy. Do you not want to watch them?
No.
Well, no.
They're a bit boring, aren't they? Let's go to Gareth. He's a Liverpool fan. Gareth.
Hi, Gareth.
Oh, God.
Hello, are you all right?
Yes, you sound distressed.
Yeah, big fan of yours, team back in the Liverpool days. You're a legend.
Thanks very much. Thanks, mate. What, that accent, where's it from? Somewhere down Torquay? Somewhere down that way?
I'm not far from not far from Newport.
Oh, are you Welsh?
Yeah.
Gareth, what did you make of it tonight? Arne Slot, he's in big
Well,
trouble.
I think 100% he got to go. I've been saying that for weeks. He's come in there last season. He had Klopp's team. All the players knew what they were doing. He tweaked a few things, but all them players knew what they were doing. If I was FSG, I'd do everything in my power to go and get Klopp back, and I think he would come back. Slot, I haven't got a clue. They're running around that pitch like headless chickens, that main team. And I think tonight, he didn't pick that team. He didn't pick that team tonight for injuries or anything like that. He done that because he made them kids a scapegoat. He knew they were going to lose. But I think if he played his main team, they would have still lost to Palace. And that would have put more pressure. He knew that would be more pressure on him.
Yeah, I think Arne Slot's made a big mistake tonight. Do you know, I get you want your team, your squad full for the games coming up, but you're right. You're right, Gareth. He's mugged them young kids off tonight. He's put them out there against. He knows Palace will go into that game probably playing a strong side because that's what they do in the cups. And he's put these kids out there, and they've had to run around in front of the Kop end, getting absolutely battered. How's that for their confidence?
I think he knows that his main team, right, would have struggled against Palace as well. They've been lucky, because Palace have been playing well, and they've been lucky to get a result. And if they never got a result, that would be more pressure on him being sacked. And I think that's why he picked them kids. He's never ever played young kids before. Klopp used to, but he never has done, you know.
Well, I would have definitely tonight, being honest, I would have definitely left Van Dijk and Canate out because they haven't got anybody else. Because they haven't got anyone else they can play who's fit.
Yeah, that's
Gomez
okay to leave them out, but
Did you need to leave? Yeah, but put a couple of them on the bench.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played them. I want to risk those two. If I didn't think I got another centre half to step in, if one of them two got injured tonight, so I agree with that. But the rest of it, no ammo on the bench. No. If he got ammo on the bench, you can say fair enough. But with no ammo on the bench, tells me you don't want to be in the tournament.
Yeah. All right. Gareth, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. 03717 22 333 Reminder, the quarter-final draw, the EFL Cup. Arsenal v Palace. Cardiff v Chelsea. Man City v Brentford. Newcastle v Fulham. We're going to continue taking your calls. Get involved in the show. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. With talkSPORT Bet, download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hire, and Dean Saunders. Going to be joined by former Spurs midfielder David Bentley. Let's get back to your calls on all of tonight's Carabao Cup action. 03717 22 3344. Arsenal won 2-0 tonight against Brighton. I have to say, me and Dino, I don't know how Brighton fans feel about this, but Hurtzler. Look, if you can see, if you're on YouTube, you can see what he had on. If you ain't seen the game, what is he wearing? What is he wearing? I don't think you can turn up to
It looks
Premier
like
League
he's
game.
stacking fish in Borough Market. 6:30 in the morning.
Like, seriously, like that's. If I'm Tony Bloom, I'm messaging him saying, "What you got on? You ain't Pep. You can't rock up to a game like that. You're playing Arsenal at the Emirates. What sort of mentality does that set to the players when you rock up with that on?"
There is a code of conduct.
It's got gloves on. It's got gloves on.
That's all right, gloves. It's
no,
just,
it's not all right, mate. It's not all right. You're a gaffer. You're standing there, and you've got that outfit on, and you're representing Brighton Football Club. Come on. I'm not having that, mate. It's a poor outfit.
No, you're spot on.
It's a poor outfit.
You can't expect players to all wear the same outfits and dress smart. There's a reason why teams wear shirt and ties, or they wear the same tracksuit, same T-shirt. The manager got set an example. For me, we're not telling people what to wear, but there is a bit.
No, but come on. Listen, if you want to be cash, right, and you want to go and you want to have a cash night or whatever, you know, put a Brighton tracksuit on with a coat. All right, that's fine. Right, but if you're turning up, there's only one person I really believe that can get away with that. It's Pep Guardiola. You know, by
the way, has his assistant manager not said to him, "You're going out in that? You're going out in the technical area in that?" I wouldn't. That's what your assistant's got to tell you, or they're scared of him.
I don't know if I'm having that outfit, mate. I don't know if you can pull that off.
I say he looks like a plasterer. You know, in the mornings when you've got someone on the barrel with gloves on.
It's a poor outfit. I don't know if that sets the right precedent for the team to go out and run through brick walls and your gaffers turn up.
Mike, did I not see you in a white suit once?
No. What? I've never
a white suit on.
No, I've never worn a white suit.
Oh, sorry, it was a white Bentley.
Yeah, a white Bentley, but that's different. That's not turning up to the ground, is it? Do you know what I mean? That's not going out on the pitch.
You can't.
Game's gone.
Well, you can't.
I love Mr. Manager turning up, rocking up in a suit. He looks smart. You know?
You command in respect,
yeah.
right?
You're the head.
You're addressing a group of players. You stand in front of them, and there's a reason why bosses wear shirt and ties. There's a reason why Rangers expect their manager to wear a shirt and tie. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Because you're in charge of this club.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at you, the way you dress, the way you speak, everything.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I weren't sure about that outfit tonight.
Wear a tracksuit. Wear a Brighton tracksuit.
Wear a Brighton tracksuit and a coat.
Whatever.
Fair enough, but that outfit's poor.
Unless you're Pep Guardiola.
Unless you're Pep, mate, you can get away with anything. Let's go to Lewis, though. He's a Liverpool fan. Lewis?
Hi, Lewis.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, Lou, it's all gone a bit wrong.
Oh, mate, it's terrible. Terrible, mate.
Was you at the game?
Absolute disgrace, mate. Yeah, I was at the game. I've drove 6 hours with my 10-year-old son.
Oh.
Started to get tickets as it is.
Don't put laughing voices on it. He's got a 10-year-old son. Have a bit of respect. Hey, he's gone all the way to Anfield, a 10-year-old, expecting to see all the best players. He ain't seen any of them.
Oh, Lou. So, hold on. So you've drove 6 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in Essex, so we drove 6 hours up here. Obviously, my granddad was a Scouser. I had no choice in the matter. It's hard supporting a team that far away as it is. I grew up on, Hodgson years, Balkancheski, Voronin. I've seen all the worst of it. I'm not an emotional fan, but tonight was an absolute disgrace. To put that team out, I felt sorry for the young kids on the pitch. I'm trying to explain to my son why he's put a team out like that with none of the big hitters on the bench.
What did the explanation sound like to the 10-year-old?
Well, he just listened to Slot. I feel really sorry for Slot because he's the only manager in the world that has to play a few games a week. So must be really hard with £500 million spent. So, I mean, it's an absolute disgrace. Not much more to say, to be honest.
Well, I can understand how you feel. And I knew when I walked into this studio earlier, one of the producers come up to me with the team. He said, "Have you seen the team Liverpool put out?" And the whole shop floor where we are, they're all going, There's an upset. So you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a tough one, mate. You pay your money, you go up there, you do the travel. You was expecting some changes, but I don't know if you was expecting that many. I don't know if you expect... I mean, some of the squad numbers on the bench were 96 and 97.
I expected a weak team to start. I thought there'd be a few big hitters on the bench if it went a bit left. But, I mean, the bench was a disgrace. I mean, even the fringe players like your Jaden Dans and stuff, I don't know if he's injured, but there weren't even any recognisable use on the bench, really. I mean, a couple of them had never even, worn a Liverpool kit before in their lives. So it was unbelievable, to be honest. And I just think, it's disrespectful to the fans. To do that, you pay a lot of money, you travel all the way, and you get that. I mean, he's through the game. That's unacceptable. And I agree with what you said. You wouldn't have seen that under Klopp. No chance.
Well, he did do it once at Wolves. Do you remember a few years back?
If you're winning, if we were going, full guns and we were going for all the big trophies and we're winning, you can almost accept it and you say, do you know what? We've got bigger fish to fry. When you're getting battered week in and week out against, let's be honest, we're not getting battered by the big, by the big boys every week. We're getting battered by mid-table teams.
Well, you've got the big boys coming up.
I'm not sure, right, whether this is correct, but I think it's roughly about right. They've let 23 goals in, and this time last year, I think they'd let 4 in. So that tells you everything.
He hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue. Let's be honest. I'm a manager myself. Like you get paid for when things aren't going right. You don't get paid for when things are going well. Anyone can pick a winning team. You go out there, everyone's playing great. It's when things aren't going right. That's when you got to dig in. You see it with Klopp. Years gone by, he had multiple injuries. I mean, we won the League Cup with kids in the year that in his last year. He can do it. Slot can't do it.
If you're a manager, I'll give you a test then. So you pick the 2 centre-halves tonight before the game. Who would you have played?
Yep.
Who would you have picked?
Do you know what? I don't disagree with the back four. I do not disagree with that. What I disagree with is picking that midfield. That midfield was not it. You can't dig out young kids, and I admit, you've got to give them time. But Nioni, for a young kid going in there, didn't even want to run, and that comes from the manager. Under Slot, under Klopp, everyone ran. Everyone. None of these players want to run. Any of them.
Well, you got Will Hughes in there and Sarr. Will Hughes, Sarr scored 2. The second goal was a brilliant goal, right? But the first goal was a bit of a mistake from Gomez, and he's reacted first. Kirkes is on his heels.
Will Hughes couldn't believe what he's
playing. But Will Hughes is an experienced player.
No, he's rocked up at Anfield tonight and then played against that midfield. He's thinking,
we play against kids. I've done it.
Such.
I've done it. I've played when I was getting older, in my 30s. I remember playing against Luke Young, playing for Spurs. They played him. He was 17 at centre half. Me and Dean Windass, and we just mugged him off. Experience.
Yeah.
We out-experienced him.
Yeah.
Nudging him over as he's clearing it. Never won a header. Give about 20 fouls away in the game because he's naive. The kids. He's learnt there in that game.
Yeah.
When you play against experienced players and you're a kid, they just know what they're doing.
Yeah. It's an absolute nightmare, isn't it? Wow. All right, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. You want to have your say on tonight's football. We're going to be joined by former Spurs midfielder David Bentley. He's coming up. We will talk Spurs. We've got some Newcastle fans completely outplayed us tonight. Way better side. Deserve to win. Deserve to go through. Newcastle will play Fulham. Cardiff will play Chelsea. Arsenal will play Crystal Palace. Man City will play Brentford. 03 717 22 33 Spurs are back.
wondered why Erling Haaland scores a hat-trick instead of just 3 goals? Why Darwin Núñez is said to have missed a sitter rather than just missing a really easy shot? Or why on earth defenders are said to park the bus? Let's break down some of our favourite football cliches. First, let's talk hat-tricks. The term comes from cricket back in the 1800s. Any bowler who managed to get 3 successive wickets used to be rewarded with a hat from their club. Next up, if you see a skillful tackle, an athletic save or a 40-yard screamer, you might say these things are out the top drawer. That's because back in Victorian times, if you had wealth, valuable stuff, you kept it in the top drawer of your dresser, so loaded families became known as top drawer. Remember the last time your team left you feeling as sick as a parrot? The image of the sick bird is thought to come from a classic British comedy moment, Monty Python's Dead Parrot sketch, but the phrase was first used in football by Liverpool defender Phil Thompson. He supposedly said it after Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest in the 1978 League Cup final. Forest won thanks to a controversial penalty given away by a Thompson foul, even though it was actually outside the box. Poor guy said he felt sick as a parrot afterwards. Is there anything more embarrassing than a nutmeg in football? Weird name, but it's actually related to the trading of nutmeg, the spice. It was so expensive back in the day that corrupt exporters used to try and mix in a bit of wood in with the nutmeg to cut their costs. The term soon became slang. If you were nutmegged, it was because the person you were buying off had pulled a fast one on you. Jose Mourinho brought a lot of things to English football, and seems like one of those was the phrase "park the bus." He used it after his Chelsea side had been held to a goalless draw by Spurs in 2004. Tottenham had been extremely defensive, not trying to score, but making sure Chelsea couldn't either. Mourinho actually said, "They brought the bus and left the bus in front of the goal," as we say in my country. Finally, another phrase that actually comes from cricket. Footballers are said to have missed a sitter if they miss an easy chance. In the late 19th century, it was used in cricket to describe a moment when a fielder failed to take a catch which was so easy they should have been able to catch it sitting down. So there you have it, some of your favourite footballing cliches. And if you think this video is all over, well, it is now.
Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm Jamie Hine, Dean Saunders alongside me. We're taking more of your calls. Huge night at Carabao Cup 4th round action. 03717 22 33 But first, joining us now, former Premier League midfielder, my former teammate, David Bentley. Hi, Bent.
Hey.
Hi, Dave.
How are you, son?
How you doing, boys? Looking beautiful as always. Look at you.
Spurs are back.
I was talking about Dino there.
Bents, where are you? Why have you got a... Is that a come on you Spurs thing behind you? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm in my OnlyFans studio. I thought this is what it's like. You know.
Honestly, what are you? What is this? This is a shambles. You're not even a Spurs fan.
No, my son's bedroom. My son's a big Spurs fan. It's half-term, innit? So I've got every man and his dog over at my house.
Right.
I've been pumpkin making today, so yeah, everyone's here. Try and find a quiet space. My son's bedroom is where I'm at.
Dave, we're going to obviously talk about football tonight, but the latest video on talkSPORT Golf YouTube channel, me and you, we're out on the golf course this week. Here's a little teaser of what to expect.
Hi, David Bentley.
Get in there!
Four! Oh no, it's just before them. Didn't need
be a long round with him, isn't it?
Oh, I think a good shot there.
We've all been down the rabbit hole, haven't we? It's all right, we've all been there.
I've done it again. Mulligan. Come on.
David Bentley's come to play.
Mate, look at the finish.
Dave, I mean, That round of golf that me and you had was actually unbelievable. What went on was the shenanigans was outrageous.
It was unbelievable. We had everything, didn't we? We had the wedding. We had the guy that. But,
you can't swear.
I had to. I know. I had to. I said poo, and I didn't feel right.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah,
I've played
mate.
Jamie, right? I've used his son's clubs. He's tried everything to beat me. Was he chucking his clubs? Because that's happened a few times.
They know. I call him Darth Vader, don't I? His head was boiling at times. It was unbelievable. He's getting stressed out, bless him.
Do you know what it is to play golf with David Bentley? Honestly, he's like a box of fireworks. He's so annoying.
Do you know what he said to me, Dave? At his lowest point, he got on the buggy and he went, I think that'll do me with golf. I'm just gonna go fishing. He hit one bad shot.
That's what he's like. Look at him. He gets all stressed out, bless him. You've got to give him a cuddle, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, Dave, on a serious note, some big games tonight. Arsenal, good win. Spurs. What do you make of this? Like Max Dowman, the young kid, I'm watching him tonight, and he looks like a seasoned pro. The way he receives the ball, the way he holds people off, his shape, his legs. He don't look 15. He wants to check his passport.
It's an incredible thing to be at 15 years old and to be doing what he's doing at the level he's doing it at and the club he's doing it at. That's incredible. It's the way he moves the ball. He's so free in the way he attacks players, and he's got courage, hasn't he? You can see the way he's taking players on, fully developed adults, and he's ripping them apart. And the future's bright for him. He's one of the best young players, if not the best young player in the world at the minute at 15.
And Dave, his substitution, if you watch it again, he even looked cool when he got dragged off.
Yeah.
As he was walking off, he's clapping the fans with style.
Yeah.
Looking round over his shoulder.
Confident young boy, isn't he? He's like Dave back in the day, you know?
Oh, yeah. No. He's better
Giving it a large one when he was bowling off at Highbury.
Oh, yeah. He's got the personality, hasn't he? You can see he's got the courage. And he's not fazed by nothing. He's... the future's bright and great that he's English.
Yeah. Dave, did you watch? I don't know if you watched the Spurs game. We got beat 2-0 by Newcastle. What did you make of the game?
I just thought Newcastle, big physical presence, just run over Tottenham. Tottenham just got turned over really tonight. They've gone up there. They've not really, didn't lay a glove on them. Just, went through the motions. And Newcastle are a strong team. If you're not at it under Eddie Howe's teams at St James's Park, you come unstuck, and Tottenham just weren't at it tonight, which is such a shame because I like the manager. I think he is a positive influence. He's trying to do things right, but losing football matches, it's specifically like that. It's not great, is it?
Does it? I look at it, Dave, and I go, the squad just ain't that good. Do you know what I mean? Newcastle got a better team than us. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? The midfield are better. The strikers are better. Voltemada's come in. He's a good player, scoring goals. The back four's decent, strong. I'm looking at us and like Brennan Johnson, weak.
Different story though. If you've got Romero,
don't look like he can score anymore. I don't know what's happening. Like I look at it and go, we play all right. We play some nice football, but we ain't like a proper side, are we?
Your two centre halves are missing though.
There's a few players.
Romero and Van der Ven.
He's rested a few, but still, he put a good side out tonight.
Well, I think there is a few players sort of out, but obviously Sonny's gone, hasn't he? He's a huge miss. Madison's got a long-term injury. Kulusevski's he's out. There's quite a lot of players that are out, which you don't want to make excuses, and the squad's got to be strong. But I do think they've got to. I think they've got to go into the market and make a bit of a statement, sort of purchase at least 2 or 3 players, but down the spine of the team, and just add a little bit more class and a little bit more. They need to get some goals. They need to get sort of more creative players. They just need. I don't know who they're going to go into the market and buy, but they definitely do need striker. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Dave. I picture you when you played. I can picture you getting the ball outside your right foot and wrapping your foot round it one after another, and it's stopped, hasn't it? It's stopped, but I've got a feeling it's coming back. They're going to start crossing the ball again.
Newcastle put the ball in the box.
Yeah,
but they got a striker who gets his head on it.
Yeah, but as a winger, you've got to be able to wrap your foot round the ball and have people going on the end of it.
Well, Dino, I think it's exciting for fans as well. When you're visually watching a football match, when you're seeing the balls getting into the box and seeing it's a lot more exciting. You want to see end-to-end football. You don't want to see the goalkeeper and the centre-halves having the most touches in the football match. I think there's stats out there that showcase that's the case. And you don't want to turn up to a football match and watch that. We want our players to be going out there and expressing themselves, whipping balls in, getting on the end of it. And it's much more exciting to sort of watch. So I do believe that they are sort of making I think they're looking at Arsenal's and other teams that are doing that, scoring from set play, scoring from throw-ins and then putting the ball in the box. They're seeing success from it. But I think for the fans, it's much more exciting to watch, isn't it?
Dave, you'd be worth 100 million now with old set pieces, wouldn't you?
Hey, 200 million. 100 million for me football and 100 million the way I look, Jamie's son.
But what would happen with you, Dave? Your manager would say to you, if you don't get the ball out your feet and either whip it in or go past the fullback, if you keep turning back, come and sit next to me. Your manager would say that to you. Now they all do it.
I don't know why they do it. I mean, from a visual point of view, it's boring to watch. I like it. You get half a yard and you whip the ball in. Your strikers know you'd have been on the end of it, wouldn't you? Making your runs, getting your goals, and people want to watch that. It's exciting. So you want to see more of that. You don't want to see this getting to the touchline and passing back, and then it goes back to the back four. I think the fans, and when you're turning up, you want to watch an exciting game. So
I'll tell you what was exciting, Dave, watching you at the boxing the other day get beaten up by Jody Morris.
I know, look, my nose is still bad. Look, still got a bruise. I'm no fighter. I'm a lover, Jamie.
Dave, your walkout took 10 minutes, and the fight was over in the first minute.
Oi, steady on. Oh, I loved every minute of it. It's for Graham Stack when it raised so much money. What a night it was.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play for getting in the ring, but did you? I reckon you thought you fancied your chances against Jody Morris, mate, but he's all right, he can box.
Yeah, he trained well. He's a great lad. He trained well, and he was a bit of a steam training there. But he didn't knock me out, did I? He can't knock me out. I'm just happy I've still got all my teeth.
Well, fair play for getting in the ring with anybody. I admire anybody who gets in the boxing ring and takes punches in the face. At least you've raised some money for Graham Stack. Exactly. Brilliant.
That's what it's all about. Yeah,
Dave, exactly. I've got something here. You've done this earlier. David Bentley's top 5 career moments, right? And you're number 1 on the list.
Number 1.
He's thrown a bucket of water over Harry Redknapp.
It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it funny?
It was funny because he got the hump.
He did get the hump.
He never played again.
I didn't. I was out the door, wasn't I? Oh, messed up his Armani suit, didn't I? It was what a great moment that was. That was qualifying for the Champions League, first time Tottenham had done it, and to do it, it was unbelievable. And throw the bucket over him. Yeah. I loved it. I know the hat trick against Man United and
that was big
against Arsenal and all that got pushed back. The invincible. I know, and I did the bucket. Oh, don't.
Have you spoke to Harry? Have you spoke to Harry since then? Because he's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, I love Harry. What a legend of the game. And do you know what? He's Did you know he grew up an Arsenal fan?
No, don't start throwing him. I'll bust you.
Get on it. I watched an interview today with him. But what a great guy he is, a legend of the game. I think he's great, and he's a great manager.
He loved you, didn't he?
He did for a couple of years, yeah. And then got
Cross it, Dave. Cross it.
Dave, put it in the box.
Dave, cross it, Dave. He's a character, and he's a legend, and I'm looking forward to seeing him on that Celebrity Jungle show in a few weeks.
Hey, Dave, let's go through this list. Your top 5 moments. Now, Harry Redknapp's number 1. Number 2, the first Englishman to score at the new Wembley. What was that like?
That was a privilege to be able to do that. That was unbelievable. All the lads going into the game, you sort of knew you'd been told that was on the table to do it, and to step up and do it. I mean, unbelievable feeling, and people still bring it up to me to this day. So beautiful feeling to be able to do that. Loved it. Yeah.
Winning a Premier League medal with Arsenal. How many games did you play that season?
With that flag behind you.
Let's not talk about the medal. It's still in the post. It was only one game, and obviously being in and around
number 1.
Yeah, and what an unbelievable to be part of that squad there, and be. I am the pointless question, aren't I? I'm who was member of the Invincible squad. So it was unbelievable feeling to be part of that team, and yeah, and I loved it. But I put it in. I don't know. It was only a bit of banter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be up there.
Dave, our golf video is out now on the talkSPORT Golf YouTube channel. I'm actually going to go home and I'm going to watch it tonight. But I mean, I can imagine how it looks because it was hilarious. Filming that with you.
It was, and in the end, I done you, didn't I? So
well, no, you didn't do me.
Me and Dino done you.
No, you didn't do me.
I've done him 8 times, Dave.
I beat you walking down the 18th, and I offered you double or nothing.
What about the 5 shots you didn't give me? We're going to talk about that. What?
Honestly, you played all right.
He's getting angry now, Dino.
Yeah, no, I'm boiling inside. I'm boiling.
When I beat him in London, he was he's walked off the course in a huff, like stormed off.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I believe it.
He's calling me Darth Vader around the golf course. He's doing my head in.
Hey, I had to drag him off the green, right? He was laying on his back because he missed another putt. I dragged him off, and the producer went steady. I went, don't worry. I always used to drag him off when he was playing for me at Wolves. He's used to it.
Oh, I love it. I love him getting stressed out. I buzz off it. It's fun.
Dave, you're a star, mate. I'll see you soon, yeah?
I love you, bud.
Thanks, Dave.
Night, mate. See ya.
David Bentley, what a legend. Check out the Golf YouTube channel right now. It is funny. We've got a few big things lined up as well. And you've gave me a couple of pastings on there, and you know, it's I can't play with anymore.
I've lost count.
Yeah, I can't play with anymore. You just do me head in on a golf course.
Well,
you're just a steady Eddie. Do you know what I mean? You're just boring golf.
I do play all the time. I haven't played since yesterday, actually.
Yeah, you're like Arsenal. You just win, but you're boring.
Read them stats out again.
What stats?
Go on, them stats you read out the other night about Arsenal in general play, 20th in the league.
Wow.
Goals scored. Go on, say it.
No, I'm not saying it no more. I said my thing. Listen, fair play to Arsenal. They're doing well. They are an amazing.
Don't try and get round them now.
No, I'm not. No, it is what it is.
And you were in the academy. Arsenal
I was
academy.
in the academy. It was a great academy. It was the best academy.
I can't believe
in the
you give
country.
them that much stick when they actually taught you all you know.
That's not true. I taught myself what I know because I was talented.
You were coached by the Arsenal coaches, the Arsenal way.
Neil Banfield, Dermot Drummey,
Yeah.
Steve Bold. It's a great academy, mate.
How can you slag them off the way you do?
I don't slag them off. I actually don't slag them off. I've just given an honest opinion of what I think of them.
Fair enough. That's
You know
what
what
you
I mean?
get. That's what you get millions of pounds for.
I wish millions. You're joking, at you? Ex-wife gets millions. Right, keep your calls coming in. Carabao Cup action to get through. Spurs fans, I want to hear from you. What do you make of it tonight? 03 717 22 33 44. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie and Dean Saunders. We've got back pages coming up. Huge night, Carabao Cup. Fourth round action was live on the talkSPORT network. City beat Swansea 3-1. Their gaffer, Pep Guardiola, has been speaking to talkSPORT after the game and said that he's hoping to win the competition.
We're in quarterfinals. It's 2 games for the odd, and you know the contenders. You know all of them. They are so difficult, and hopefully we can play at home. So always it doesn't matter the opponent at home. So I like to play with our people because of the fatigue for the travels and everything is the man. But important to be there, and the team is doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, look, Pep's obviously won the game tonight. It didn't start well, but they've got it over the line, haven't they? I mean,
Swansea done well.
They've done all right.
1-0 up, great goal. Obviously, that's my team. I grew up in Swansea. But eventually, do you know what? I watched Doku play for Belgium against Wales and the game before against North Macedonia. Unplayable. Every time I watch him, obviously the argument is his end product's not as good as it should be. But if he just gets the grip of that, he is unstoppable. And he's got one tonight. So Mamouche scored the second goal, I think, and we were trying to watch all the games at once.
Yeah.
But it's a good win for him. It's not an easy game, Swansea away. It's like a World Cup final for Swansea.
Yeah, it's a massive game for them. And look, fair.
They've done well.
Man City, look, they've got Brentford next game. Now, Brentford are doing well with Keith Andrews, to be fair, but they'll probably look at that and say, can we get through that one, win that one? And then, you look at it and go, semi-finals, you go and win the competition. It's a trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was interested in his interview today when he was talking about Tony Pulis at Stoke and different ways of playing football. And then I look at Liverpool's third goal tonight. It's that intensive care pass, I call it. The one where you pass it straight down the middle of the pitch to a midfield player who hasn't got a clue who's behind him. You give it away, your 2 centre-halves are split, your 2 full-backs are split, and unless you're brainless as a striker, you're in.
I think we've seen less of that this season, to be fair.
Well, they've started working it out. When they started adding the goals up, they're conceding. Eventually, they've seen sense. But it's young coaches trying to play like Man City. And you get Martin O'Neill now, right? 4-0 they won tonight. Great result for Martin O'Neill.
Yeah.
Martin O'Neill will be nervous because he's 73. He's not managed for ages. And he'll have to try and speak a different language to the one he spoke to 23 years ago.
Football don't change that.
No, but he knows more about football than most of these managers in the Premier League. I've sat and talked with him.
Yeah.
And psychology is one of the best of getting the best out of average players and good players.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he's won his first game.
Yeah.
At 73, how's your nerves managing Celtic again?
Yeah, I know, fair play.
Pressure's on.
4-0 tonight. I'm
Got
really
Sean
happy.
Maloney with him.
Yeah. Well, he's got a young guy with him who knows his stuff as well. But Martin O'Neill's got massive respect in the game. I'll tell you what, if they keep winning, it could make him the manager, no?
Yeah, you wouldn't think he's 73 if you sat and talked to him.
No, but I've sat with him as well. I've done a show with him a few months ago. He was
he's lively.
Yeah.
And he's funny. Have you heard him speaking as well? He's after dinner speaking. He's really funny.
No, I've done one with him. He was really good. Let's go to Gaz, who's a Man City fan, though. All right, Gaz?
Hi, Gaz.
Evening, lads. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, Gaz. Look, it's a decent result tonight. Fair play. You've gone through. What are Man City right now as a team? Because I'm disappointed with you against Aston Villa. You weren't great.
No, do you know what? This is why I rang up, right? Recently on talkSPORT, to be truthful, it's just all Liverpool or all Arsenal. Not just about the titles, just about everything, every time they play.
Yeah.
But I'm liking it that no one's giving us any, hope. Because apart from Villa the other day, which we wasn't great, but since then, apart from the first 2 games of the season, we're on it. And I phoned up early on in the season. Do you remember when I phoned you in Cundy up about saying that Ireland was the going to be the greatest striker of all time? And you and Cundy laughed in my face.
Yeah.
And then you did this poll, didn't you? Who's the greatest and all that. He's not even getting a mention. He's breaking records that are just stupid.
I mean, I think we do give him, we do give him that he's a monster. But you got beat by Aston Villa.
We got beat by Aston Villa. 1 game in 10.
No, I know, but I'm not. No one's writing you off. But do you think you can win the Premier League?
Yeah, of course we can.
Do you?
I mean, don't forget.
I hope you can.
was it 2018 at Christmas? Was about 15 points. Was at 9th in the table.
Are you that team though? I don't know if you are. Yeah, that team that you had was unbelievable. That team was unbelievable. I don't know if you're that team yet. I'm not saying you can't be that team again, but the new players you've got.
Then do you know what, Jay? This team we've got now, we've signed Cherky, signed Nora. Them two have missed the last 6 games through injury. That's two new players out of the team straight away.
Yeah.
And everyone keeps going on about we'd not do anything without Ireland. I mean, we went a season with Gundogan, and Gundogan was old enough then. You know, when we did the treble, he was a false sign because Ireland were playing. And you know what? I just think that City are just being looked too far under the radar at the minute for me.
I have to say, I kind of agree with you. I hope you can.
I think it's going to take a long time.
You need someone to.
I think it's going to take quite a long time to get to these players that you've signed to become legends, because you've lost the likes of Mahrez, Gundogan, Sane, Kyle Walker, De Bruyne, Alvarez. They're all like geniuses, like the best you can ever watch.
Yeah.
And to replace them, these players need Pep to coach them for maybe a year. And like he coached Sterling.
Yeah.
You know, he coached Sterling out. When De Bruyne gets the ball, come short and spin, he'll put you in.
Yeah.
And he's programmed him and made Sterling a career.
Yeah.
You know, he got him playing. And he'll do this with these young lads. I think it'll take him a bit of time.
Guys, do you think you're going to win a league?
Yeah.
After all that,
lads, we'll definitely finish above Liverpool. This is the difference between a good champion and a champion. When Liverpool won it in 2020, the COVID season, the season after, they was hopeless. City won it 4 on the trot.
Yeah.
United won it 3 on the trot back in the day.
Yeah.
If Arsenal was to win it this year, which, as a Blue, they finished second for the last, 3 or 4 years. So I'd have no gripes if they actually won it this year. And the most probably, the way they're playing at the minute, deserves to. Arteta's got a really good team there now.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, for us to win the league is for us to do what we've done in the past and after Christmas go on a run and for Arsenal to battle it. But I don't think Arsenal will battle it this year.
No.
I really don't. I think it's Arsenal's, but we're definitely going to. I think Chelsea will finish above Liverpool.
Well, Liverpool haven't. They're all in all sorts of bother at the moment. But I want to see Man City fight for the title. I need them to. We can't just have Arsenal.
I think Arteta's ingrained the culture, the work ethic, the team play in his squad, and they're ahead of everybody at the minute. I think Liverpool, like I said earlier, when Liverpool won the league last year, they beat Spurs to win it. Only 4 players started the game at the weekend.
Yeah, there's been a big...
Too many changes.
There's a big change. All right, keep your calls coming in. We'll have some Spurs fans. We've got a few Newcastle fans as well. 0371. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hyde, Dean Saunders. We'll run you through tomorrow's back pages. A huge night of Carabao Cup action. That was live on the talkSPORT network. Spurs, they lost in a poor performance against Newcastle. Manager Thomas Frank, he told talkSPORT full time, though, his away games are catching up with him.
I think today we played with intensity throughout the game. I think for whatever reason we were too much out of sync against Monaco. I don't think that was the case today. Today I think it was a good performance against a good team and just a small margins.
And it is a busy month ahead. You go into it though in good position in the league. How do you feel you're going at the minute?
I think I think it's step by step, adding layers. I think the performance today I liked. I think there's more good performances that's constantly for hopefully building a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger.
Yeah, Thomas Frank speaking after the game. Let's go to GJ. He's a Spurs fan. GJ.
Hi, GJ.
How you doing, boys? You all right?
Good.
All right, GJ. What'd you make of that tonight?
Yeah, do you know what? I actually thought we played better than the Muppet commentators on ITV gave us credit for. Listening to them, you would have thought Newcastle deserved to be 5-0 up after the first half. But I thought we played quite well, In fact, definitely in the first half, I thought we played better in open play than we did at the weekend when we thumped Everton.
Yeah. Oh, we had stages. I just felt like Newcastle overrun us in the end.
I felt
like
physically outplayed,
yeah,
outbattled. They've got a big, strong team there.
Yeah, they have. We look a bit weak, I think. We played all right. Like the football weren't the worst I've seen, but I just felt like we was just a bit, weak.
They've got to be the biggest team in the league, Newcastle. Giants playing for them.
Yeah, obviously, look, they've got some big monsters in there, and Joe Linton came on. For me, he should have got a red card, by the way. That tackle on Kudus, right? That tackle on him, that referee. Look, I just want to make this clear. This is not talkSPORT saying this. This is I'm saying this, right? Cool. I thought that referee was a bit of a cheat because he gave Newcastle so many decisions. It was ridiculous. That Fabian Schär, he went through the back of 3 of our players in the space of 5 minutes, didn't even get a booking. He gave Kudus the same punishment as Joe Linton.
It happens all the time, though, mate. I mean,
then he intercepted one of our counter-attacks at the end. But
he held his hands up for that one.
Yeah, I know. Look, you're right. Look, Newcastle, they're a big side. We had both of our centre-backs missing. Brennan Johnson, that he's an embarrassment. Because the first criteria for any player I expect is effort and commitment. Before your talent, before your football IQ, you've got to have effort and commitment. And he just looks like he lacks commitment. He looks like he's scared.
Your goalkeeper played well, didn't he?
Oh,
mate,
I don't know what he's doing for the cross. I don't know what he's thinking. He's in no man's land.
He's like Dracula there, isn't he? I was one of them. I was criticising Vicario before last week.
He's done all right recently, Vicario. He's done all right. He's kept us in games.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely.
I don't know why you don't play Vicario tonight. I'm not really sure why you don't play him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to the game on Saturday and I'm going to the game on next Wednesday, and he's obviously thinking, look, when's Kinski going to get a run out? He's trying to keep the squad happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? But we need more from.
I need more from Brennan Johnson. I need more from him. Do you know what I mean? Like I know he probably thinks he should be starting. His goal record last season was decent, but
19 goals he got.
His all-round game, though, is so frustrating. So frustrating to watch him play.
Yeah, because, apart from tap-ins, right, if you look at last season...
Nothing wrong with tap-ins.
Yeah, tap-in is an art.
They all count.
And he has got an art of getting on the end of things, but his all-round game needs to be better.
It's just who we are, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Under Ange, right, if you actually watch most of his goals, he did nothing all game, and then it would be a deep cross from the left-hand channel, and then he'd ghost in at the back post on the right side and get a tap in. Now, don't get me wrong, like you said, they all count. Gary Lineker, a tap in merchant, right? And they all count. But it's a 90-minute match, and you need more than just that for the amount of money it cost.
Do you know what, though? Newcastle, right? The rules have changed, haven't they? So you can't bully teams now. You can't stick your foot in. You can't, like the manager used to say, get out, at least make a challenge. So within the rules, Newcastle are as near to the rules as you can possibly get for actual, come on, if you don't roll your sleeves up, and I thought Spurs got brushed aside physically all over the pitch.
I agree with that, Dean. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they're a big unit. I mean, like Joe Linton and Guimaraes didn't even start, and we still got bullied. You know, like you said, Dan Burn and players like that, they come in, and as soon as they're snapping at your ankles, and it was like some of our players were on their back foot, weren't they?
Yeah, Richarlison needs to be better as well. He's not scoring goals. We need a striker. We need to come. GJ, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Claire, who's a Newcastle fan. All right, Claire?
Hi, Claire.
Hi, gents. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Claire. Obviously happy. It's a big result. You're through to the next round. You know, you look good. You got another home game as well against Fulham. I mean, you could win this again.
Yeah, I know it's weird, isn't it? Like it's one of those. Your home draw. It's like we are the 12th man at home, and we really get the crowd going. Get the team going. And I think what Eddie Howe does, he creates believability in the players amongst themselves individually and as a collective, and that then it feeds off the crowd, and the crowd feed into that, and it's like this hotbed of just absolute passion and will to win. And like on that day, we can beat anybody on our day.
Yeah, especially at home. I mean, when that draw, I remember the draw I sat here in Newcastle away, I just knew what was coming. Do you know, Eddie Howe's going to put a strong side out, physical, crowd are going to get behind them. And, you know, tonight it showed that you're too strong at home for really, an average Spurs side who, well, we've done all right away from home, but tonight I just thought we were just a bit, I just think we were weak. And you've overrun us eventually in the end. I just thought you're just physically better than us.
And Fulham are going to get the same treatment.
Yeah.
If they don't roll their sleeves up.
Every week at Newcastle.
Yeah, and obviously we've just played Fulham at the weekend and kind of just come away with the result at the end of the day. And I'd listened to it because I was at work, and then I turned it off because I thought, oh, well, 1-1, that's not too bad. And then we ended up, we nicked it at the last minute. But for me, like, Tonali was just magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
He's a good player, Tonali.
He controls everything. He controls when we go forward. He holds it. He spots things happening. He's precision on his passing. He's just got an engine. He just keeps going. But, like, you watch him and everything he does has a purpose. He doesn't just run for no reason. He doesn't just tackle for no reason. Everything he does has a purpose. And I thought Dan Burn was good tonight. And I thought the only thing that I thought that you were really weak on, which I've not seen Tottenham do that, was the distribution from the back. It kept going out to play all the time.
Like, change of keeper, two centre-halves out. I mean, like,
pressure as well.
You know, it changes the makeup of your side when all of a sudden you got a different keeper in goal.
It does. But I mean, we had a different keeper in goal as well to what we normally have in the Premier League. But I think that comes from coaching, and I think it's going to give Frank. You've got to give him time to get to know the players, to get to know how they want to work, what the system is, who's good at what, and we can all look at a team playing and think, oh yeah, he's got a really good touch, and he's got an amazing left foot, and he's a brilliant defender, and this, that, and the other. But when you're working with the players day in, day out, and you want to get different things from them, that takes time.
Well, Eddie Howe's done an unbelievable job in here. Let's be honest, what a manager he's turned out to be for Newcastle. I'm going to go to Claire. Thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Spanking Steve, the Celtic fan. He's phoned us up. Spanking Steve.
Spanking.
How are you getting on there, boys?
I'm all right, Spanking. How are you?
Oh, fine. I'm sitting here laughing at that Liverpool result.
Yeah?
It's killing me. And I'll tell you what, Brendan Rodgers has done the right thing, leaving Glasgow Celtic. He didn't want to jump ship, but he did to Leicester. The fans would turn against him. It was quite clever what he done, in my prediction.
Well, he got a massive result tonight. He gave Falkirk a good old spanking, didn't you?
It was good. But it was a pet. They brought in an old pensioner there, but my granny could have managed Celtic to get a better result. MD can manage Celtic.
What do you mean?
No disrespect to Martin and Neil, but at the end of the day, MD can manage Celtic.
Oh.
My granny, you two could manage Celtic.
Yeah, but don't mean I'm going to do a good job.
What's that?
It don't mean I'm going to do a good job.
Try managing Celtic when you're 3-0 down at home.
I tell you what, Celtic's one of the best teams in Europe, Scotland, Europe, the world. They're up there with your Liverpool.
You're not really, are you? I mean, come on.
With this debate before, Celtic are up there the best, and that Jason was turning and was slagging me off his shout about Liverpool. Liverpool are useless. See that Arne Slot?
Do you reckon you beat Liverpool?
He'll be slagged tomorrow. Arne Slot.
Do you reckon you could beat Liverpool, Steve?
Oh, I don't like the flair of Liverpool. When's the last time Liverpool's actually seen win a game? Crystal Palace wiped the flair with them. They're useless.
Steve, who do you think, in your opinion, is the biggest club? Rangers or Celtic?
I mean, come on.
The two of them are on the same level.
Well, good answer.
Same level.
I didn't expect that.
No, they're on the same level. The two of them are as good as each other.
I agree.
That's my opinion. But what I will say is, I've said this before, is if Rangers and Celtic went down to the English League Premiership tomorrow, they'd be in the top 10.
What do you mean?
They'd be in the top 10.
What are you talking about? You being in the top 10 in the Premier League, Steve? What are you talking? You're talking garbage.
Eventually, they'd be in the top 6.
You tell me they're top 6. I'd say they're top 10.
You got beat by Hearts this season. You got beat by Dundee.
Yeah, but
beat by Braga.
But if they come into the Premier League and they got 150 million every year, eventually.
Yeah, I can understand
Steve, you get spanked. Steve, you get spanked. Whooping. You get spanked every week.
They'll bring in players. They'll bring in players that will play during the 120 million, 70 million. All the players in Scotland, those players will go down to England. The name Rangers and Celtic will get in there, and they'll attract players from all around the world.
Steve,
all around the world, look at that.
Steve,
Harry Kane will come back and play for Celtic. Harry Kane will come back tomorrow.
Harry Kane?
Harry Kane will play for Celtic tomorrow if they're playing the English division.
What are you on about?
All day long.
Steve, you got beat by final legends in a charity match this season. You got beat. In a charity match.
If you put Celtic in the Premier League for 5 years, they'd end up competing for the title.
Steve, you get it? Steve.
They'd win the title. I think they'll win the title.
You're going too far now.
Number 1.
You'd win the title, Steve.
Yeah. Who's
Number 1.
Who's win the title? Rangers.
I've gone round the keeper and squared it for you and you've missed.
Celtic.
Number 3.
Maybe Liverpool.
Number 4.
By the way, what is that? What is it?
Number 4. Number 5.
Everton.
Number 1.
Man City. Arsenal.
Number 2.
Celtic.
Number 3.
Brighton.
Number 4.
I don't even know what
Newcastle.
Number 5.
Steve.
Aston Villa.
Number 1.
Nottingham Forest.
Number 2.
Ipswich.
Number 3.
That'd be Arsenal.
Number 4.
Newcastle.
Number 5.
Brentford.
Number 1.
Brighton.
Number 2.
Celtic.
Number 3.
Rangers.
Number 4.
Nottingham Forest.
Number 5.
Brighton.
We got Midnight Trip tonight. Help us out. 03717 223344. But first, it's time for the back pages in association with talkSPORT Bet.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. From weekly broadcast boosts to lucky dips and brilliant bet builders. Bring it on at talksportbet.com. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Yeah, back page, Jack Cunningham. All right, Jackie boy.
Hi, Jack. Jimmy, how are you?
Yeah, you're a happy man, aren't you?
I am a happy man, yeah.
Coming here grinning.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was. And look, it was one of those games where, I wasn't sure how it was going to go necessarily before the game. I was pleased with the starting lineup. It was still 8 changes, actually, from Saturday. But look, Sandro... Yeah, but look, Sandro Tonali, he would usually start. And look, Newcastle were just too good for Spurs in the end.
Overrun us in the end, mate.
That, yeah.
Overrun us.
Too good.
Yeah, let's take that
Too strong, too aggressive.
It's a tough game, that, though. I mean, when Michael Brown pulled that one out, Newcastle away, I was just like, that's the worst draw.
It probably is. Your record at St James about recently as well is so bad. Look,
it's not easy scoring winners at Newcastle. Jack.
No.
There's only a few of us that have done it. Yeah?
I never understand why you leave your goalkeeper out.
I know you did it.
Goalkeepers don't get tired.
What?
Goalkeepers.
No,
we changed our goalkeeper as well. Played Ramsdale. I thought Ramsdale actually.
Yeah, but Ramsdale's a good keeper.
I suppose King's.
Yeah, I mean, Kingsley, come on, mate. He's in no man's land for the goal. It buries the game. 2-0, it's over.
He did struggle.
But let's talk about Palace. Liverpool hat-trick. I mean, they're having an absolute stinker.
They really are. 6 defeats out of 7 for Liverpool now. 91 years as well, record. So it's the first time Liverpool lost 3-0 in a domestic cup game for 91 years, that, at home.
Wow.
So, and as soon as Pino scored that third goal, there was just a mass exodus at Anfield. And look, we've heard Liverpool callers all night, and I understand why they're annoyed. What was that team? You were literally...
Under 21s.
You're literally just saying, you know what, don't really care about this competition, happy to go out. But I would have understood that if Liverpool had been in good form and winning games. I think they just needed a win. And even the team, fair enough, changing. Every team tonight's rotated players. But they all had players on the bench who could come on and make a difference. Palace actually picked a pretty strong team, but they brought Mateta on at half-time. Just almost like, well, we're going to kill this game off.
Yeah.
Get it wrapped up. And then Slot has come after the game and he's blamed the fixture list, saying about how we've got to play 3 games a week.
Yeah. Well, you're a Liverpool manager. You play 3 games a week every season.
And he also said the lack of strength and depth. They've just spent £500 million in the summer. Come on, you cannot... I'm sorry, I'm not having this strength and depth thing when he's decided to leave Hugo Ekitike out, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Bradley, Frimpong, Salah. They were all fit and he's left them out. Yes, Gravenberch is injured. Yes, Isak's injured. But he's decided to leave them all out. You can't say strength and depth.
The only thing you can do is judge him after the next 4 games. They've got Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Man City. Right, so if he goes and gets results in them games, he was right to do what he did.
Yeah.
But if he don't, people are going to question what he's about.
When you're the manager of Liverpool and he sits in front of the directors and they say, "What?" and he says, "What's my job description?" They say, we expect you to win everything you enter.
Yeah.
Right? And he's going to go, how am I going to do that? Well, we'll give you $500 million. Get as big a squad as you can, get the best players, and have a go at every competition. And within reason, which I can understand him leaving the 2 centre-backs out tonight because they failed to get another one in and let Quansah go. But the rest of the
Okay, but
team, there's no ammunition on the bench.
There was no one on the bench.
No,
that was the thing.
That means you don't want to turn the game then.
And then you can't then come out and say, we haven't got any squad depth. Well, no, you do. You just chose not to pick them.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
It was a bad night for him, that's for sure.
It's terrible.
What about KDB World Cup battle?
Yeah, so I don't know if we saw what happened to De Bruyne actually at the weekend, but he basically took a penalty, and then as he took the penalty, he injured his thigh.
Oh.
And initially it looked like it was potentially not going to be a serious injury, but we know De Bruyne has had these problems before. It's actually really serious, and he's now in a danger of missing what will be his final World Cup for Belgium. So he's had surgery on it.
Okay.
Looks like his season's over.
Oh, so he's ripped his thigh then?
Yeah, basically, ripped his thigh.
That's 4 months.
From taking a penalty, basically. And, you know, that is such a blow for a player, De Bruyne, who was thriving at Serie A. I think it was almost a perfect move for him to go to Napoli because we could see in the Premier League maybe he didn't have the legs anymore, but going to a league where it's less intense, you can get on the ball, and even in the Champions League he was playing really well. And Napoli, you know, the defending champions, and they have De Bruyne playing. Now they don't have De Bruyne playing, and unfortunately it looks like he could potentially miss the World Cup.
He sees pictures that we normal players can't see.
I don't even see it and watch it on the TV sometimes. You know, you can see like a playmaker run and like, oh, well, you could play that. I don't even see that. Something what passes he plays.
Hopefully he gets back.
Yeah.
Tommy's flying out there as well.
He is. He's doing so well.
He's Mr. Napoli.
He is, isn't he? He's brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Have you got a story in there about Maresca?
Yeah.
Having a go at young Liam?
Yeah, so the game was insane. I mean, Wolves 3, Chelsea 4, but Chelsea have made it through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. But Liam Delap came back from injury, came on 60 minutes. He got booked on 79 minutes, and then he got sent off on 86 minutes. And basically, to be honest, he jumps up, he elbows Agbadeu in the face.
Yeah, it's yellow.
Could have been a straight red, to be fair. And as he's gone off, Maresca's had a go at him quite publicly in front of as he's walking off. But then in the media, Maresca's come out and called it an embarrassing red card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's called it an embarrassing red card. He's then also said that Liam plays for himself and doesn't play for the team. And he said this all publicly to the media. And Liam Delap signed for Chelsea, you know, he had many other options. He decided to go to Chelsea because he thought it was going to be the best place for his career. He picked up a hamstring injury, you know, not the start he wants. Comes back, yes, it's a steady red card. Does the manager really need to go in public and tear him apart like that and question basically his character in a lot of ways?
No. He's a young lad. We all make mistakes. That's how you learn. You know, you can all look back. You look back in your career, Jimmy, when you're young. Stupid tackle when you've already on a yellow. You get sent off.
Yep.
You sit in the dressing room on your own. Nearly.
I got sent off and he was the gaffer.
But that went down well.
It was great news for the fans, actually, when he went off. But we all make mistakes, and I don't know what are you trying to achieve by coming out in public and saying that.
Yeah.
Because I would have gone in the dressing room and I would have said to him, I would have said what I thought at the time, which was, what are you doing? You've let us down, you idiot, in private, in front of everybody, so they're all learning. You don't act like that when you've just come on the pitch. But saying it in public, I don't know what he's trying to achieve, apart from get the Chelsea fans to turn against him and embarrass him.
Yeah, I think Maresca's done this a few times. He called out Madueke a lot